that you said it, those are the exact words that you said.
Yeah.
The actual headline slams, trashes, you have to call people. You have to call Us Weekly. Each publication puts their own headline up there. I'm not the president of People Magazine. I don't work for Access Hollywood. Whatever the headlines are that you don't like associated with your quote, you got to call. Why are you calling me? So unfortunately, there are people in the world that are not self-aware. Now, when you're self-aware and you do something, you say, fuck, my life today isn't great and I have nobody to blame but myself. I've gone on podcasts before and I talk and I'm like, oh, fuck. This bitch over here just posted me saying that in that little clip. And I'm like, well, you fucking said it, David. So don't fucking DM or it's not. Okay.
Right.
But
everybody should know that at this stage of the game. I mean, everyone. That's so crazy that she was mad about that.
Mad. Oh, she wasn't mad. She wasn't mad. This entitled bitch. And here's the problem. So here's where the problems that I have. A, you are not self-aware. You are mad at yourself. You need to go into the bathroom, close the door, look in the mirror. I wouldn't want to look in the mirror if I were you either, but look in the mirror and have a conversation with yourself that you should take this as a learning experience, that if you don't want a negative headline associated with your name, you shouldn't answer a certain question in a negative way. There's nothing I said. Now, if I guided you, maybe that would be different. Like, isn't RHONY horrible? The question was, would you ever go back? That is the most open-ended question. You could give the most positive answer. It ain't my fault that you fucking took it in a negative.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right. So she took it in a negative, got the headlines. Then it starts. My phone, the DMs, the texts. Talk about housewives that reach out. Why am I getting this? Nah, Jill. So this is where the first arrogance starts. It's like, she thinks that she's up here and we're down here. She wanted me to take the episode down. She wanted me to not post about it on social media. I'm like, Jill, sweetheart, love of my life. This is a business. There's no episode that will ever come down from behind the velvet rope. If sued and there's like a judgment in court, but you can send me a cease and you could send me whatever. Guys, I'm a lawyer. A cease and desist. If anyone sends you guys, if everyone's listening, if someone sends you a cease and desist letter, I mean, I guess go to a lawyer if you want, but really write the words "fuck you" across it and send it back to the person. Because a cease and desist means nothing. Now, it's saying if you don't do this, we're going to sue you. I don't send cease and desist letters to people. I just sue them because a cease and desist means nothing. It's like saying it's basically saying like, we don't want to sue you. We don't want to spend the money. We don't want this. We just want you to do what we tell you. You don't have to do anything.
So if someone sends you a cease and desist to take down an episode, you don't do it.
Now, I've never gotten, let me just start by saying I've never gotten a cease and desist. Shocking.
Okay.
If I got one, I will call my media contacts, and depending upon who sends it to me, it will be in the press. I will blow it up in the press like Jill Zarin did this. So
it's like she's a public figure. There's no way she can send you a cease and desist anyway. You're not alleging anything false. She made the statement. So you're right. In this case, yeah. Because it's interesting, right? You see like YouTubers, they're getting cease and desist, but I guess they're making up, they're making up stories. You never do that. You're interviewing the actual people.
Right. And like Heather McDonald got sued by Jim Bellino along with Tamara and Shannon, because I didn't listen to that episode, but I believe Heather was saying things. I mean, Tamara, and first of all, you could give an opinion on anything. It's when you make a statement that is like, that goes against someone's like, right.
So if you say Jim Bellino allegedly defrauded people out of money, that's okay. But if you say Jim Bellino defrauded people 100%, that is where you get sued, right? I'm doing this for my own podcast.
Or like, well, I mean, like with Tamara and Shannon, they were saying like Jim Bellino's trampoline park, people died there. And that's like, now it's your business. And that's like a statement, and it affects your business. Like it's a statement that goes to business. If you're just like, in my opinion, Jill Zarin is a total fucking bitch. I mean, and by the way, truth is a defense to any lawsuit. So, I'm giving you the facts of what happens. I mean, we can go he said, she said all day. Jill can sue me. I mean, you can sue me any day, then I'll countersue you and we can stay in the courts and spend 250 grand. I don't care. Let's
I know.
go.
No. Well, yeah, because
Game
you're
on.
already an attorney. I know. So it's like you already know that. By the way, okay, just side note, did that lawsuit ever get resolved with Jim Bellino? Because remember that went on for years. What, or is it still going on?
No, I think it got resolved with like Heather and Shannon first, and it's something with Tamara. Don't quote me on this, but I think it's all over. It went away out of court. Jim? I don't know. I don't even know if you knew. Like, you can Google it. I don't even know if it was just like, this is settled out of court and we won't, there's no more information.
Won't discuss any further. Okay. Oh, I love that. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you for this law lesson.
So right. So I mean, listen, if you send me a cease and desist as a lawyer, I would probably write the words "fuck you" across it and send it back to you. And then I would call Page Six and all of this and just, I would play this out in the media. And then if you don't like that response, you can sue me, and that's okay. You can sue me because I'm going to sue you back. And I mean, you don't know what my financial situation. Look at the person who wins the lawsuit at the end. If it doesn't go to court, is whoever has the most money. So let's go. I'm not afraid of anyone. Let me tell you this.
I know. I love you so much. I want your balls.
But here's the thing. I don't have an ego. I don't go looking for problems. I love everyone, and everyone is, if you come at me, so this is the problem. So she should have gone in the bathroom, looked in the mirror, had her coming to Jesus moment that you're mad. Jill, you're mad at yourself is what I try to tell her. You were mad at yourself. Second, if you're mad at anyone, it's all these publications that use the head. It's not me. She's so unself-aware, and how do you reason with an unself-aware person? I couldn't get through to her. But I mean, when I tell you that she called me all day over and over, and wait a second, it was over. It just, look at the thing about media is when a story is blowing up, it blows up. 1 o'clock in the morning, I am in bed, fast asleep, and the phone is ringing at 1 in the morning. It is Jill fucking Zarin. She is still not over this, like basically 24 hours later. And which is, look, if you call me and you're like, look, I'm upset, like I'm a reasonable person, but it's the attitude that once this happens and you're not self-aware and you're really mad at yourself, you now think that you're up here. And here's the real thing about this. This was when the show was just starting out. So it was really a bullying strong arm of like, I'm Jill Zarin and you're on episode like number 10. And I'm like, now, sweetheart, like there is a platform here. Like there are people listening to this right now. And so it's a typical case of if you behave badly, like you don't know who you shouldn't behave badly. Like this is the honest truth of how this situation went down. But I love it. Would she do it today? Maybe. Would she do it less? Sure, because the show is times 100 now.
Yeah, she tried to bully you because you were just starting out.
And I'm like, you don't do that. And just so it's not about me, it's about all these people listening. I mean, nobody should be bullied. Everyone is equal. I don't care if someone has this much money or that, or someone's a size 0. Everyone is a human being, and nobody has the right to like try to belittle. And it was that when she was calling me, it was the like. It was
who got the last laugh? You did, which
and so if she doesn't like all of this, all of which is the truth, come after me and sue me. This is my opinion of how this situation went down. And apparently I'm not bringing it up out of nowhere. I'm not bitter, but apparently she's talking about it somehow on Brandy Glanville show.
Okay, I have to love you and leave you. I have to go for an interview at a daycare. And this is reason 10,000 why David Yontef never wants a child.
Sarah, I am so busy. Like even my friend today, she was like, do you want to go to like, she asked me to go somewhere with her and her child. And I'm like, I'm going to be sitting at this computer until like 7 in the morning at this rate for the next 24 hours.
Oh my God, I love you so much.
That is another reason why I don't want a child. But for everyone that has children, bravo, you are helping populate the world. It is just not for me. And thank you. I'm so sorry to end on such a bitter note, but I'm not bitter. It's just letting you know that this person is talking about me and I'm over here minding my own business.
David, it's why our fans love this episode. It's you.